Man, A.J. Johnson was a naturally funny dude. One of those rare comedians who didn't have to try too hard because comedy just lived inside him. Every movie he touched, he left a mark. Every scene he appeared in, he became memorable. People always talk about Smokey, and yes, Chris Tucker was legendary in Friday, but to me, characters like Ezal, Debo, and Big Worm are what really completed that movie. And A.J. Johnson's Ezal was one of the funniest, most realistic characters ever put on screen. A.J. wasn't acting funny, he was funny, and that's what made him special. But behind all the laughter was a life full of struggle, chaos, missed chances, addiction, and a death that still leaves people asking questions. Anthony A.J. Johnson was born on February 1, 1966 in Compton, California, a place that in those days was no joke. His father, Eddie Smith, was a well-known stuntman and one of the founders of the Black Stuntmen's Association, an organization created because black performers were tired of seeing white stuntmen paint their faces black to do stunts for black actors. Eddie Smith worked with Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, and many other stars. And fun fact a lot of people don't know is that the man shooting the tiny gun in Harlem Nights while Arsenio Hall is yelling at him was actually A.J. Johnson's father. Growing up in Compton during the height of gang violence shaped A.J. in a serious way. He once said they weren't rich or poor, they were somewhere in between, and they got what they wanted because they stole a lot. Drive-by shootings were common, Bloods and Crips were clashing daily, and A.J. admitted he was part of that life. He grew up around future legends like Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, DJ Quick, and others, and at one point, he even got stabbed in the chest at a party. By the time he reached junior high school, A.J. was already known as the class clown. He loved attention, loved cracking jokes, and loved making people laugh. His father would often take him and his siblings to movie sets and put them in background scenes as extras. And one piece of advice his father gave him stayed with him forever. Whenever you're in a scene, make sure you stand out. That advice paid off in 1990 when A.J. landed his first real break in the classic movie House Party. Originally, he was just an extra in the background with a jerry curl, and people on set started joking on him, so A.J. fired back, clowning their flat tops. Director Reggie Hudlin noticed him immediately and liked his energy, which is how A.J. ended up in the scene with Robin Harris, where Robin delivers the legendary line about following the drip. That was A.J. Johnson standing there, even though most people never realized it. The director originally wanted A.J. and Robin Harris to go back and forth joking, but A.J.'s lines were cut and only Robin's lines stayed in the movie. Still, Robin Harris saw A.J.'s talent and invited him to perform stand-up at his comedy club. The first time A.J. got on stage, he bombed badly and got booed, but Robin Harris told him to go home, write better jokes, and come back. A.J. did exactly that, and when he returned, the crowd loved him. That moment officially launched his stand-up comedy career. From there, A.J. started moving fast. In 1992, he appeared in Lethal Weapon 3 as a drug dealer, and that same year he got on Def Comedy Jam Season 2, hosted by Martin Lawrence, someone he already knew from House Party. In 1993, he appeared in Menace II Society, and that road happened almost by accident. A.J. was visiting his friend Tyron Turner on set. One of the actors didn't show up, and the Hughes brothers were told A.J. could do the part. That's how he ended up in the unforgettable scene with Samuel L. Jackson, where Jackson's character asks him if he owes him money, and A.J. replies, "Hell no, but here you go." That same year, A.J. crossed into the hip-hop world in a major way. Dr. Dre cast him as Sleazy-E in the Dre Day video, and when the video blew up, Eazy-E wanted A.J. and real Compton City G's because people thought it was really him in Dre's video. A.J. agreed, but things turned dangerous when Suge Knight allegedly called him to the office, threatened him with a gun, and told him not to do the video. A.J. backed out, and comedian Aries Spears finished the role. In 1993, A.J. also hosted the Chronic Tour for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, and this is where another legendary moment happened. While hosting a show in Ohio, A.J. spotted a young kid in the crowd, pulled him on stage, and told him to do his thing. That kid was Bow Wow. And Bow Wow later said if it wasn't for A.J. noticing him in a crowd of 20,000, there would be no Bow Wow. In 1994, A.J. appeared in House Party, did Def Comedy Jam again in Season 4, and even had a joke about Tupac that Pac didn't like, which led to Pac confronting him at a strip club. In 1995, A.J. landed the role that would define his legacy forever, Ezal in Friday. The role was originally meant for Tommy Davidson, but he turned it down, and AJ got the part. AJ based Ezal on his real-life brother who struggled with crack addiction, which is why the character felt so real and so funny at the same time. Lines like "my neck, my back, I want $150,000" became legendary overnight. AJ was supposed to return for next Friday, and Ice Cube verbally agreed to pay him $200,000. But months later, AJ found out Ice Cube had started filming without him, banned him from the set, and gave the role to Sticky Fingers for less money. That situation hurt AJ deeply and marked a turning point in his career. Still, he kept working. He appeared in The Great White Hype, BAPS, How to Be a Player, The Players Club, Woo, and in 1998 landed his biggest starring role in I Got the Hookup with Master P. AJ always said every time he worked with Master P, it was his biggest payday. And once, when AJ was robbed and lost $7,500, Master P wrote him a $75,000 check so he could buy a house and get out of the hood. In the early 2000s, AJ's life started to spiral. Alcohol became a serious problem. Multiple DUIs, jail time, and a violent incident at a comedy club in New York damaged his career. AJ later admitted he was drinking so much that he couldn't even feel drunk anymore and needed alcohol just to get on stage. He eventually quit, partly because a judge warned him that another DUI would land him in prison for 20 years. In 2009, AJ was reported to have suffered a heart attack on a plane, but he later clarified it was a panic attack caused by feeling trapped between two large passengers. He continued performing and even reunited with Master P in 2018 for I Got the Hookup 2. Then on September 6, 2021, AJ Johnson passed away at the age of 55. Initial reports said organ failure and long-term alcohol abuse, but controversy quickly followed. His body reportedly remained unidentified in the morgue for weeks. Bruises were noticed on his hands. His car was found blocks away, and family members questioned the official story. A GoFundMe raised hundreds of thousands of dollars, leading to public disputes between his ex-wife and friends like Faison Love. To this day, AJ's brother says there are still unanswered questions surrounding his death. What isn't questioned, though, is AJ Johnson's impact. He was naturally funny, straight out of Compton, and left behind a body of work that still makes people laugh decades later. He didn't just play characters, he became them. And even though his life ended too soon, his legacy lives on. Every time Friday comes on and Ezal limps across the screen asking for $20.